Today is an insane day for FC25. We have Weekend League right around the corner. We have rttk2 coming on Friday, as well as a couple of Player of the Month SBCs. We have Team of the Week 3 completely leaked. We also have the Division Rival Rewards coming out tonight, which is going to send the market in a whirlwind. So I'm going to show you guys exactly which cards are going to inflate to the moon and some others that are going to come crashing down. So let's go ahead and talk about these Team of the Week leaks to start us off. Because we do have players like Van de Ven. We have players like Martinez, Militao, Eva Pajor, who is going to be a recurring theme in today's video. We're going to talk about her a little later as well. But Van de Ven, Palmer, Martinelli, these cards, pretty hype. Of course, they're going to be supplied by Division Rival Rewards. But the talking point I want to bring up is the fact that players like Van de Ven right now, they are up so much in price, 67,000 coins. Now you could argue, they're up because he's a good card. He's got 88 pace. People want to use him for Weekend League coming up. But a lot of this rise is not because of that. A lot of this rise is because people know he's going out of packs later today. And naturally, when you see a card that's going out of packs, you're going to assume, okay, the supply's cut off, it's going to go up in price. But this is just from hype and investors. And so we've seen the card go from 45K to 67,000 coins. That is a very, very significant rise that I don't think is sustainable. And I even tweeted out about this earlier today. I said tomorrow at 6:01 p.m. UK, and it's just a picture of Van de Ven and then a bubble popping, because that's exactly what's going to happen. The bubble is about to pop on that card and on a few other cards. So if those are the cards that you need to sell or stay away from, let's go ahead and talk about some of the cards that we should buy. And sometimes trading can take a while. So if you want coins quick, then Loot Bar is what you're looking for. Not only are they already cheaper than the other platforms, but when you use my code Nitro, you're going to get another 8% off of that and 5% more coins than what you bought. It has great reviews, big creators use it, and you get your coins within a few minutes. So if you need quick coins, Loot Bar is the place to go. 2 episodes ago, I told you guys I'm really a fan of the pacey players from Team of the Week 1 because they're going to be used in Weekend League, but they're also very meta with the L1 sprint boost. So I picked up a Rodman for 170,000 coins, she's up to about 190, so we're at 10K profit there, and she should go up a little bit higher. Same thing for Adeyemi. I've got 6 of him for about 105,000 coins. And if you take a look over on Futbin right now, well, you'll actually see that Adeyemi is the first card on Futbin. So he's very popular right now, and he's 130,000 coins. So he's gone up 25K with about, 5 to 6,000 coin tax at this price. We're making about 20K per card on 6 cards. That's 120,000 profit we've made already, and I'm not selling yet. I'm absolutely not selling yet at 130. I think he'll go 140, maybe even 150 come this weekend, because Thursday is not only going to give us a huge crash in prices for anything tradable on the market, but it's also going to give us one of the nicest coin injections and recoveries, big rebounds on the market that we have been wanting. And so that's going to happen on Thursday morning after Division Rival Rewards. If you take a look at some of these cards, like let's say Rashford, for example, this card, Rashford, who's 21,000 coins right now, he was 31,000 coins going into about right now last week, 31,000 coins. Then throughout the day on Wednesday, he came crashing down in price. So you obviously don't want to be holding on to a card like that on Wednesday, especially after content. You can see right at content is when these cards started coming down. So 6 p.m. UK today is when you can start to expect the market to come down, especially on low-rated gold cards. Anything meta is going to come down in price. And then once we got to the Division Rival Rewards, which was about right here, it crashed down even further. So it got down to 20,000 coins from 31K, but then bang, just in a few hours, right back up. That's a huge, like 50% rise in price in just a couple of hours. And so we're going to expect something similar to happen this week, but is it going to happen to the same extent? Well, maybe not. I think a lot of the price drop is going to happen in the first initial drop this time, because people are expecting the low point to be after Division Rival Rewards now. And since people are expecting that, well, quite frankly, it might not happen, because if people are expecting it to drop at Division Rival Rewards, then it's probably going to happen right before it, because people are going to sell off into the hype of Division Rival Rewards. And then once Division Rival Rewards actually come out, sure, you might have a supply and some undercutting for the first 10, 15 minutes, but you're going to see that market recover so much quicker. There are a lot of people going into this rewards with so many coins ready to spend, and that's going to bring the market up. But that doesn't even include all the extra coins people get from their packs and from just getting free coins from like Division 3, Division 4, Division 5. And so that's going to bring the market back up again. So I think the low point is going to happen a little bit sooner, but I do think that the recovery is going to be somewhat similar. We're going to see a huge spike in prices, and that's when you want to get in right before or right at the beginning of Division Rival Rewards. Don't wait too long, and then save the cards until the morning of Thursday, a few hours before content. So as you can see, marquee matchups is going to hit, and that marquee matchup supply on Thursday is going to bring down prices a little bit. So sell in the hours leading up to that. Anytime before marquee matchups drops at Thursday content, that's the time you want to be selling all of your investments from the night or morning right? So that happens for pretty much all of the cards. It doesn't happen maybe as dramatically for some of the higher rated cards. So you want to be looking at the budget that people have. And I think 100K is probably the average card price that you should be looking at now, maybe 60 to 100,000 coins. But if you do go lower, you are going to have less tax. So that is one thing to take note of. But there's also something else we should be looking out for right now, which could impact who we invest in, which is going to be Player of the Month coming out here in the next couple of days. Player of the Month could come out on Thursday or Friday. I'm expecting La Liga Player of the Month to come out on Friday, and Eva Pajor, who we mentioned earlier is going to get into Team of the Week, is also most likely going to win the Player of the Month for Liga F, which is the women's La Liga. And so Pajor's card is actually going to be cracked, and it could be pretty affordable because her gold card's not all that expensive, to be honest with you, and this card is very, very good. Now, a lot of people are going to immediately think, okay, we got to go get Lewandowski because he is Polish and also at Barcelona. And while that is a good link, Lewandowski is fodder price right now, and fodder is not really going to be the cards that go up due to complementary links. You're probably going to want to look for just Barcelona links. If you want to go for Liga F players like Aitana Bonmati, you can do that, but even players like Frankie de Jong, Koundé could also go up, and just Barcelona players in general, I think, are going to be greatly impacted by this if it's a good value SBC. Now, if Lamine Yamal also wins the Men's Player of the Month, we could see a huge rise in price for some of these Barcelona cards, but I think it's more likely to end up being Mbappe. You can see Mbappe has 5 goals and an assist. Yamal only has 2 goals and an assist, so I think it's probably between Mbappe and Inaki Williams. I'd love for Inaki Williams to win it. His card is very, very good this year, but it's probably going to be Mbappe. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. That's most likely who they're going to go with to win that Player of the Month. But complementary links to that could also be a shout during these investments. Let's talk about Road to the Knockout cards now. And before we do, make sure to drop a like on today's video. Let's shoot for 500 likes. That is shooting for the moon, but I think we can hit it. You guys have been absolutely awesome recently. I appreciate your support to the channel. Now, I told you guys that Thursday was going to be buy time for these cards. I still think that that is accurate. I still think that you shouldn't be buying these cards as investments yet, even on Wednesday. But as we get really late on Wednesday, early Thursday morning, you can start considering picking these cards up. But we've got some good low budget investments now. Van de Beek is a card that I told you guys a couple days ago. He's down to 25K. He rivals Frankie de Jong, guys. He is not a bad card. He's almost part of Gullit Gang, and he could go even lower, and I think that's a good investment. Lang is a low-key sleeper, and I think that's why that is his dynamic image, because for 18,000 coins, I actually played against him in a match today. He's not bad. I mean, he is not bad, and with a couple upgrades, he's probably going to get 1 upgrade. He might get 2. He's not going to get 3, but he's definitely going to get 1 upgrade for scoring, the team scoring goals in 4 matches. They've already done that twice for PSV. So Lang is going to get an upgrade probably here in a month, just about, because that's when the next 2 games are played. But that's a good investment, low budget. I think Moise Kean, as close to discard as you can get him, but for 90 pace, it's nothing spectacular right there. But again, as close to discard as you can get him, he's not very risky to pick up, and I think there's a lot of upside. For medium budget, you've got Šeško. I really do like Šeško. 4-star, 4-star. He is already a really good card. He's like the Bundesliga Haaland for 94,000 coins. And RB Leipzig, I mean, hopefully they don't go very far because they're a scum club. But for Šeško owners, owners, yeah, they're probably going to get a couple upgrades for him. And then for the higher budget guys, you know, I do like Frimpong. I think he's been a little overpriced all week, but it does show his demand, and he's a +4 from his gold card. So even if he got an inform later down the line, like, it still wouldn't even rival this card. And that's assuming that this Frimpong doesn't get any upgrades, which he will. So that's a card that I think could do well. Claudia Pina, I'm kind of on the fence about Claudia Pina. I think there is some upside, especially immediately out of packs. I just don't see the long-term investing working out for Claudia Pina. Of course, Barcelona, though, are one of the favorites in the Women's Champions League, though. So that, of course, is a big help right there. Romero could be good. He's already a decent center back, and he's Premier League, so he's cheaper than Saliba. He might not be as good as Saliba, of course, but he's cheaper than Saliba, and once he goes out of packs and that supply cuts off, I think a lot of people will use him as more of a budget option for Saliba, who's like 100,000 coins more right now. And then, yeah, a lot of really high budget ones like Alvarez and Doku, a little bit more risky because you do have 5% tax, but if you time it right, every single one of these cards should end up being a pretty good investment to pick up on Thursday. Now, for Team of the Week 2, this is about to go out of packs, and we're already seeing Mateo rise a little bit to 17,000 coins, and Verts at 210,000 coins doesn't look bad at all. This is high risk still to invest in. That's why I waited to invest in Team of the Week 1 a little bit later. I invested in Trinity Rodman and Adeyemi. The only problem with that, you don't really have that luxury with Team of the Week 2. Weekend League is coming, and you want to have your investments before that. So if you wanted to buy today, right before they go out of packs, or even after they go out of packs, going into the division rival rewards, these cards aren't going to be in packs, but they are going to be impacted by the panic. People will still sell these cards in the panic while the market is dropping. So you could get in on some of these cards and then not even have to worry about the supply actually hurting them. If you take a look at some of the Team of the Week 1 cards, like let's take Adeyemi, who was one of the better investments from this Team of the Week 1. If you look at how that graph happened on Thursday, you can see right here is when it went out of packs right there. He goes out of packs right there, and there was a huge spike going into content. People like, oh, he's going to go out of packs, he's going to get super rare. No, you've got another opportunity to buy that card later in the night. Now, that is the lowest that they'll get. He's going to go up, and all these cards are going to go up starting after that. Adeyemi really never came back down, and he even peaked at 138,000 coins earlier today, which I expect him to get back to again. But don't just panic buy that card right before he goes out of packs today. Wait until those Team of the Week 2 cards hit their floor again a little later in the night, Wednesday night, Thursday morning. You want to be liquid. And right now on my account, I'll be honest, I'm not. So I need to actually sell everything but my Adeyemi and my Mateo and my Rodman, but I'm selling everything else. All of these gold cards on my transfer list right now, which add up to, several 100,000 coins. It's not a ton because I do have, I have 650K wrapped up in Adeyemi. I have another 170K wrapped up in Rodman. I've got 3 Mateos, but I'm still going to be able to liquidate about 600 to 700, maybe 800,000 coins. I'm not actually sure how much I have right now, but I should be able to liquidate that much and just spend everything. I'm going to spend every single penny that I have. It looks like these have expired. Did I get any sales with the overpriced selling method? I do not think I did on this time around. So let's relist those cards and see if they sell this time around. All right, guys, but that's going to be it for today's video. Hopefully this gave you a little bit of an idea on how to spend your coins today, what to avoid, what to pick up, and really, you guys should be absolutely crushing it for your coins today. If you don't go up at least 30% in your coins tonight, you're doing something wrong. Anyways, guys, I'll see you again in the next video. Peace out.